The Y2K bug, you should be careful for. It's this right here, the R2K bug. This is one bug I don't mind getting bugged by. In less than a week, her new CD has gone platinum in less than a week. And she's, of course, I'm referring to a bug of music. A music that's been bothering us for about 15 years. The greatest bother you'll ever have. One of my favorite singers of all time. The Millennium Woman herself, Regine Velasquez. Late at night. Come on. Obviously, judging from the clap of the applause of the audience, you know that who's in the house. Regine Velasquez, Late at Night, talking about a new bug that she's introducing to all of us. It's called the R2K. I guess Regine 2K, I suppose, right?
Yeah, Regine 2000. Yeah.
You thought of this, of course.
No, actually, the title came from Jackie Regala. You remember
she thought
her?
of this?
Yeah.
Of course I remember Jackie.
Because we were supposed to have a concert, like a tour in the States, and she wanted that title. And I asked her if I can use it also for the album.
Para isang uniform na.
Lang, oo.
I watched her, ladies and gentlemen. I've watched this girl since she was Chona Cruz.
Velasquez.
Chona Velasquez. There is a Chona Cruz, right?
Yeah, there was.
And you weren't her, right? Okay. Chona Velasquez. And I want you to know, I've watched her grow up, her music grow up. I didn't know what a genius you were. The way she thinks. I mean, you think that there'll be a moment in her life where she's just silent and music is just not coming out. Yung pala, she's saving up all her ideas for something like this, an album, a CD, VCD, first of its kind. The CD that you buy, of course, is Viva Records. Boss Vic, you got all the best. A CD that is also a video.
No,
VCD
it has a video CD
in the back.
Yes,
Let's just get that right now. The first CD is the CD.
Yeah.
In the back, it's the CD, a VCD.
Video CD.
And one of the videos here, you actually
directed. I directed. I have 6 videos in the video CD, and all of the videos were directed by Louis Ignacio.
Oh, he's another genius.
Yes, and I'm so happy to have been given this chance to work with him, and I also directed one of the videos, which is Falling.
Has there ever been a time in your life, Regine, where there's just no idea?
That I'm not thinking?
That you're not thinking. I mean, you know, especially living where you come from, yeah. I know that you'll never move. So I think, do you think maybe that's an advantage to have all of that space that you can see in time? Even just the traffic time alone.
Actually, most of the ideas that I get comes from, you know, like when I'm in the car. Because like when it's traffic, going to my gig or whatever, usually lahat yun, like a concept for a video or a concept for a concert or an album, usually nangyayari when I'm in the car. Because I have like so much time in the car and I don't have television. Kasi in the house, when I'm in my room, I have television, so
you get preoccupied.
Yeah, preoccupied ako. But in the car, I only have the stereo, and so my mind flies.
Sorry, but here's another question. I never in my wildest dreams, I just thought that this girl has a good voice. She knows how to sing.
I'm sorry?
When I first met her, I said, she's one of the best singers this country has to offer. When did you become an ideas girl, a director, a writer, an artist? When did all this happen for you, Regine? What was that moment in your life when you exploded with ideas?
I don't know. Maybe I've had it naman talaga before. It's just that I was not given the opportunity to do whatever I want because, first of all, I started really young. So when you're young in this business, nobody really
listens to you.
Yeah, nobody takes you seriously. Yeah,
just sing the song, please.
Yeah, parang hindi naman ganon, but siguro parang I was not confident enough also that my ideas are okay naman. You know, I can actually do them. But nowadays, since I'm a little bit older,
just a little bit older.
A little bit older. But people take me seriously now, and my ideas are coming true because people are giving me, you know, the chance to for me to.
And that's all you need, no?
Actually.
If you're an ideas person, all you need is a chance to be able to really do it.
That's why I love Ronnie Hinares.
He allows you.
I really love him because all of the ideas that I told him, he did everything in his power for me to be able to do it. That's why I love him, because he was the very, very first person who listened to any of my ideas. Kahit medyo hindi maganda, but he'll try his best para lang makuha yung idea na yun.
Well, it must be so easy to be the manager of Regine Velasquez. I mean, the ideas are yours, the talent is all yours. As you look back at your year, at this year anyway, not the 1,000 years. We don't have time for 1,000 years, do we? As you look back at your, let's say the last 10 years, I mean, was there ever a low point in your life, do you think? Musically?
Musically, I can't really say, no? Kasi parang, since I've started everything that I've wanted, I was able to get it.
Right,
I was able to do everything that I was dreaming of doing. So, I don't want to complain, and I don't want to say na parang, oh, there was a point in my life na naging ganito ako, ganun. Emotionally, there was a lot of marami. Well,
I'm
you know
sure,
that.
we all know that.
Sa career also, meron ding mga times na parang medyo down ka, pero yung sa, I don't think so.
Wala naman downside.
Wala naman masyado.
As an artist, even a down can be an up, no? As far as,
yeah.
You know what I find interesting also is that Regine always reinvents herself. Look at this. Can you see this?
This was June De Leon's idea.
Look at this. Unbelievable.
Acetate paper and it was...
Another thing about your music. Now, I was going to ask you, when did you think about doing a remix album? But you did one a long time ago.
A long time ago. Retro. How many years ago was that? Like 4 years ago?
Before anybody was making remakes, Regine had retro.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I don't want to claim that, but I did a whole album, concept album na lahat revival. I don't know if I was the first one to do that. I don't think so, but, well, thank you. But I was so happy to do that album because I've always wanted to, kasi yung idea lang naman is to sing my favorite songs. And I love doing that. I love to sing old songs.
Right, and you do them so well. I know your father told me one time he wanted you to do this song, Push the Tide. Mang Jerry, what is that?
Ebb Tide.
Ebb Tide.
That's one of his favorite songs.
And you did it?
I did it.
And you did it so well.
He requested for me to sing that, and I happened to love the song also, so I recorded it.
Did the influence of your father and your mother, as far as their musical experiences, did it help you appreciate the songs of yesterday?
A lot.
So you become a big fan of that, I guess, huh?
Yes, and actually, parang naging mas malawak yung ano ko with, as far as music is concerned, yung parang marami akong alam na old songs because of them.
Right. You know what's interesting also is that the upbringing of Regine Velasquez, I think it's the family, the humble beginnings, the rags to riches type of a story that's made her the fighter, the competitor that you are. But one of the most interesting things about this woman is that not only is her music and her voice and what she stands for is so beautiful, but she is always thinking. She's an innovator. And not too many, I'm sorry, there's not too many artists who do that. They let someone else do that for them. So if not just for that, she's really worth watching and supporting. When we come back, we'll find out what her comments are on other divas and other singers like herself and those coming up. Regine Velasquez, late at night. Not too many people, I tried. Just to name a few of the songs here at the R2K CD is One Love, Dancing Queen, MacArthur's Park, The Long and Winding Road, Holiday. The Holiday?
No.
You're my holiday. Which holiday?
No, by the Scorpions.
What's that?
Let me take you far away. You'd like a holiday. It's a rock song.
Before my time, actually.
Excuse me?
Music and Me? Is that Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Music and Me.
Yeah.
Gotta get the CD. I'm sure everybody has it already. In just less than a week, platinum. Hello? Is that great or what? That's got to be a record right there, right?
My relatives are so nice.
Well, we're all your relatives, Regine. Here's some of the names. These are the names of female singers who've been there for many, many years, who are just coming up, and somehow, in some way, they may or may not occupy the space that you occupy. In other words, being a diva or a powerful singer. Give me your comments on the likes and the names of Kuladesma. What do you think of Kul?
She is like my mentor. She's my idol, and I've said this like 1,000 times.
Okay.
I idolize her talaga before pa bata pa ako. And now that I've gotten to know her...
Kul will be happy about what you just, the bata pa ako line. Thank you, Kul.
No, really. No, but now that lagi ko na siya nakikita, lagi ko siya nakakasama, I realize that she's more than just an idol for me now. She happens to be a good friend and a good person, very sincere person.
That's very true. That's why she's still where she is.
Yes.
In a lot of ways, you are like Kul, because when she came out and she started, she was not just a singer and a beautiful face like you were.
Well, she thinks.
Well, you are beautiful, but she's also very much on the business mind, like the Republic of Malate and all these things. The Music Museum, which was her idea, her baby, with, of course, a lot of her friends. But there's a lot of business sense in what you do now, too. Like incorporating...
I got it from her, too.
That's what I'm saying. The names I'm about to mention, all these names, all of them are in Regine. Pops Fernandez, what is Pops to you?
I consider her one of my good friends. And I also consider her parang, she is one of the parang tao na naka-discover sa akin. Because she saw me in one of those, yung mga Octo Arts pa noon na mall tour kami. And she suggested for me to guest in your show.
Talaga?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Siya yun.
Wow. So she's your discoverer, so to speak. Of course, Pilita and Tito Bertawa, of course.
Of course.
From day one.
Oo. Pero parang siya yung isa sa mga taong nakadiscover sa akin. So I'm very, very thankful, to Pops, because of my guesting in Penthouse, I met Ronnie.
That's right. He was executive producer.
Yeah.
That's right. Sharon Cuneta.
Oh my God, she is, of course, the megastar. And she is like cool. I also idolized her. Bata pa lang ako, hindi naman masyadong bata ko. She also started young. Baka magalit yun sa akin. I used to watch her movies, and one particular movie I remember, talagang sobra ako nakaka-relate. Bukas luluhod ang mga tala. Feel na feel ko yung movie na yan.
Why?
Feel na feel ko yung movie na yan. Feeling ko maraming nang ganun sa akin. Rags to riches din yun. Tapos parang inaapi-api siya ng family, whatever. Right. So, I remember her for that movie, and I remember she had this show before yung Sharon, the Sharon Cuneta show. And I would always guest there, and she would always be happy that I'm there. So, yeah.
Okay. Jaja Padilla.
She is the sweetest person I know.
Everybody's best friend, no?
Yeah.
Does she text you right before you sleep?
Hindi naman, hindi niya alam yung may text. Hindi ako nagte-text eh. Ako yatang taong walang cellphone yun. Sorry. Sorry, ako lang yatang taong di marunong mag-internet at mag-cellphone.
Anyway, yan. I mean, you're the hardest person to find. Just to invite to your house for dinner or something. Regine, do you know which planet she lives on? Can we send a message calling all homing pigeons? But she's also a good singer as well.
She is one of the, of course.
Yeah.
Lahat ng minimension mong names, I'm not, if you notice, hindi na ako nagko-comment about their voice or musicality, because obviously they're all great musicians and singers, And Jaja, I just think she's one of the sweetest person I know.
That's true.
She calls me Jeannie.
Jeannie?
And I like that. Yeah, I like that very much, yeah.
Okay, Jeannie.
In a bottle?
Jaya.
Jaya. Siya kasi parang naging peers ko na siya ngayon. So, buddy-buddy kami. A lot of people think that we're not in good terms. I don't know why they think that.
Why wouldn't you be in good terms?
Exactly. Kasi parang ang pinaglalaban nila kami. But in real life, we're really good friends. And
you're both my guests pala.
Exactly. Yeah. And I like her a lot. I like her. She's very, very nice. And isa siya dun sa mga tao na hindi nagpe-pretend, no pretensions. Kung ano siya, ganyan siya.
So,
you just take her as she is.
Tunay, no?
I like her very much, yeah.
Lani Misalucha.
I like her voice. Siya lang, I love her voice.
Iba yung ano niya, no?
Iba yung style niya. And she is also napaka-sweet na tao and no pretensions. Ganyan lang talaga siya. Malambing. She's very malambing. Very malambing. And every time I would see her, she'd always give me a hug.
Right.
She's very, very nice and very, very sincere also.
With the names I've mentioned and also the names I'll mention after this commercial break, everyone is trying to do, or everyone's trying to have their own sound, their own identity, As you hear them, as you hear these singers, yesterday, past and present, do you feel threatened? Do you feel you have to change an ad-lib, go up an octave, go something a little bit more risque with it as far as your pictorials are concerned? Is there any kind of that in you? Are you that kind of a performer? Ganon, sige, next time I'm going to...
I'm not really like that.
No, I don't see you that way. That's why I asked the question.
I do these things because I want to always recreate myself, not because I wanted to fight somebody, not because somebody did this, so I should do this. You know, I don't, no, I'm not really like that. I do these things because I always believe na as an artist, you're given a parang license to, recreate yourself and give your audience something different. Because if we're not going to do that, I don't think we'll be able to stay this long.
You won't be watchable, profitable, listenable.
No, but
in demand.
Kasi parang maganda rin yung once in a while you give them something new.
Sure.
Because you have to remember that these are the same people who watch us, concerts and movies and everything. So it's nice to always come out with a new thing.
Right.
But like I said, I don't do this para lang to show everybody that, see, I did this before her. No.
That's
it's
good.
Not like that.
That's very good. She needs no fuel for her fire because she is just fire. Regine Velasquez, ladies. Night. We got more coming up right after this. will be at the, we don't even have to promote it because I understand it's just like a party thing. But anyway, just so that there's some connection between you and I, finally. You never do shows with me anymore. But for the year 2000, we should think of doing something together because
Yes,
to perform with you is a complete honor. It's a complete privilege to sing with this voice. R2K, Regine 2000. Carats, I guess. Carat gold, or what's K for? Regine 2000 kind of music. Yan.
Yan. Ganda.
Regine, R2K. Regine, Jackie Regalo, you owe me some money. To sing from a song from that CD, already platinum from Viva Records, R2K, Regine Velasquez, Late at Night, still the voice to beat in the Philippines. Regine Velasquez.
Just smile for me and let the day begin. You are the sunshine that lights my heart within. I'm sure that you're an angel in the sky. Come take my hand and together we will ride. On the wings of love, up and above the clouds, the only way to fly is on the wings of love. On the wings of love, only the two of us together flying high. Flying high upon the wings of love. You look at me and I begin to melt, just like the snow when a ray of sun is set. I'm crazy about you, baby, can you see? I'd be so delighted if you would come with me. On the wings of love, up and above the clouds, the only way to fly is on the wings of love. On the wings of love, only the two of us together flying high. Flying high above the wings of love. Thank you, Regine. Thank you. You still belong to me, and the music exclusively. Right now we're living with each other. Inseparable it seems. We're flowing like a stream, running free, traveling on the wings of love. On the wings of love, over and above the clouds, the only way to fly is on the wings of love. On the wings of love, only the two of us together flying high. On the wings of love, on the wings of love, up and above the clouds, the only way to fly is on the wings of love. On the wings of love, only the two of us together flying high. Flying high above the wings of love.
Regine Velasquez, R2K.
Oh, love.
Good night. God bless.
Thank you, Martin.